she is an expert in helping people with work-life balance. And today, her speech is about a running tale. And I can't wait to hear about it. So let's welcome Mira.
Last Saturday, I was dancing around the living room with my husband, Simon. We were jumping up and down like we were in a nightclub. Only it was 11 o'clock in the morning on a bright, freezing, absolutely wonderful, gorgeous morning. As we swirled around the room, he picked me up and held me high up in the air. I wrapped my legs around his waist and he held me tight and we kissed. Are you wondering what was all the fuss about? What were we celebrating? We had just come back from our morning park run, which is an event, for those of you who don't know, that is held for free, for fun, every Saturday in parks across the country and even abroad. Simon had just celebrated doing his 50th park run, and I had run my 5th. I had made my 5th new personal best in under a year. But more importantly, it was the 3rd time I had run in under 30 minutes for the last month. So, as earlier, someone said, it is about, your own stretches, and there are many people. First of all, I want to say, I'm not someone who runs for breaking records, and I'm not very competitive. And there are some people out there that run much longer distances, like 10K, and they run much faster than I do. But running is actually about me, about my struggles, my stretches, my abilities, and my times of celebration. And for me, I run for joy, for my mental and physical health as well. And it's something that Simon and I enjoy, we love doing together, and it's a great way for us to spend some time together. So, talking about stretching your limits and pushing your limits, I want to take you back to a sunny day in Bulgaria many years ago. To be a bit more precise, I was about 4. We had been trekking in the beautiful mountains in Bulgaria with my family, and I was tired after a long day. And I said to my dad, "Dad, could you please carry me on your shoulders? I'm really, really tired. I can't walk anymore." Right there. If you can't walk, then run. So he took me by the hand and we ran all the way down to the bottom. I was laughing. I was really tired, but I was really happy. 30 years later, my dad, during his wedding speech at my wedding, he said this story and he told the audience, "I wanted to let her know that she could do more than she thought she could." And he was right. So I want to leave you with this thought. Always have someone that will believe in you more than you do, and that person will stretch you and push you to go that little bit further than you think you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Mira. That was a really nice story. It's actually, in terms of running, like someone believes in you, you can stretch further. It makes me think about my running coach, and he was just pushing me to the limit. Okay, so let's hear from the judges. Mara.
First?
I get to go first twice. Mira, this is the first time that I've seen you speak like 5 minutes, and you blew me away. You really, really did. I loved the story at the beginning, but I loved the message right at the end because it was so beautifully put. And I think that all of us can think back to a particular time in our life or think back to something that for you it's running, but for me it's speaking, for somebody else it could be something else, that gives us that joy that we do for us. So it was a great, relatable, universal message. In terms of a stretch, I really can't think of it. I'm going to leave the stretches for Elliot. So well done.
Okay, Elliot.
Okay, yeah, I can go. I have to say, the message with your story was just the transition from the story to the message was beautiful. It was seamless. It got me. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Now, I think what I loved about when you, in terms of being original, I loved the storytelling and when you did the child's voice. Like, that was daddy. That was great. I think in terms of stretch, what I would love to see is like there is this thing, which is called a stage, and you could express more of yourself, in particular while you are telling that story. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be with big movement, because I think you have a very quiet energy about that, but still moving around and making like a light jog. There is something more that you can do to create more impact here on this part of the stage. So that's my stretch.
Thank you, Simone.
Thank you.
Good. Simona keeps nicking his stuff. So yes, it's the first time I've seen you outside the training room deliver something. So you've come a very long way. It's so nice to see. There's something very beautiful about you on stage. Very likable. Would you agree?
Yes.
Very endearing. Again, building on what Simona, what they're both saying, what I like to see is their use of the stage. But you ran in, and then you'd be like, "Shit, what do I do?" It's like you kind of. So that's okay. I could kind of tell. Yeah. So practice your interrupts. Know where you're going to take it. That's the first thing. But it still had impact. But I could tell you weren't sure what to do next. So good attempt. And the good thing about pony is it's to create that space where we allow it in a supportive way. You can test things out. The other thing I'm going to say is very similar to what I said to a lot of speakers, is you very much narrated the story. And I'd love to see you being in the story. So it's all, you talked about Simon, and how you could have even done more, and I really did it all kind of you know what I'm saying? And then kind of gone, let me just tell you something, when I was 4, I'm going, Dad, and just really, I would exaggerate it a little bit more, not go too theatrical. I can't run anymore. And I love the way you attempted to do the characterization more to level, which worked brilliantly, but more of that to create the distinguished levels. And you don't even have to say, and then he cried. He goes, Dad, what are you doing? Oh, Dad, we're running. And really kind of pull the story out. We would have got that anyway. So it's really, because a lot of people narrate stories, which is the typical way to do it. But when you're present in the story, you take the audience much more on a journey. So I really want to see that developed a lot more, and to see you step more out of you and more into the kind of different parts of you, if that makes sense. Because then it's going to just be amazing. So, good job.
Thank you.